Hello, welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time stopping by, I'm Lady Pavo, also known as Luna Lamante. And today I wanted to share with you guys another spooky story time that literally happened to me yesterday morning. I'm located in Houston, Texas, and this happened around like 7 o'clock in the morning. So the night before, me and my babies, every night we do like story time. This time we were doing the story time in my room because my babies like to just like lounge around while I read to them. I have a king size bed, so it just kind of worked. So I was like, all right, let's do our story time in my room. So I have four babies, like I said, I'm expecting my fifth, and each of them have like their own book that we read. So we go through a few books before I get to like my oldest daughter's books, which are like chapter books. Right now she's in a book club and we just finished the Sorcerer's Stone, the Harry Potter book. And any day we should be starting the Chamber of Secrets. So anywho, me and my oldest stayed up a little later because we are wrapping up this book. We literally are down to like 3 pages. So we ended up knocking out, all of us ended up falling asleep in my room. And for some reason, y'all, like I always wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't matter like what time I go to sleep, but I always end up waking up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. That is just like my inner alarm clock, right? So I wake up at 5 in the morning, and I remember I was having a lucid dream. I wrote down my lucid dream, the symbolism and everything that I saw in my dream. And also, I had a specific spirit speak to me in my dream and also give me a name. So I wrote down all of these like details. I looked up some of the dream interpretations when I woke up at 5, and I saw everybody was still like sleeping peacefully. So I was like, you know what? Let me go back to sleep. I dozed back off and I go to sleep. And I'm a very light sleeper, y'all. Like literally, if my babies breathe a different way, I wake right up. If they move or change their position while they're sleeping, I wake up. Or even if like they're just kicking the blankets off of themselves just to like take one foot out of the blanket, it wakes me up. So it feels like it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. And I remember feeling one of the babies climb off the bed, like they're climbing off the bed to get down to go into the living room. So, like I said, I'm a very light sleeper. So I remember waking up and me seeing my one of my children, one of my oldest babies, like the silhouette of their body, like getting up. I felt the impressions near my leg where they like climbed over my legs to get down off the bed. Now, the reason why I said this is like my older babies is because my toddlers were sleeping right next to me. My older ones were sleeping towards the end of like the bed by my feet. So I literally felt like the a child from that area, like from where my older two were sleeping, climb off the bed. And I remember seeing the silhouette of their bodies, but you know, like when you're first waking up, you're like in that state of in between sleep and being like wide awake. I was like in that state. So it happened so fast. I'm like, oh, okay, it must be Alora going to use the bathroom or Boogie going to go use the bathroom or something like that. Now, just so you guys can get like a visual of like how my room is set up, I have my altar spaces like up against the wall near my door to my room, and I have a canopy bed. So I actually took down my canopy curtains, and I have like my Lady Pavo blanket. It's like a blanket I have with my affirmations. I had that hanging over the edge of my bed, like at the foot of my bed. So like where the way I'm laying in my bed, the blanket is kind of blocking my line of vision to the door. All right. And the reason why I hung this blanket up is because I have candles burning, and sometimes like the light of the candles will be a little too bright for them. So I'll just like hang a blanket that's a little thicker to kind of just dim the lights a little bit in the room. So, anywho, I feel one of my babies get off the bed, and I saw the silhouette of like one of my older babies because they're like, you know, around this, they're not too far off with size. Like it, I literally saw like it had to be between my 5-year-old or my 10-year-old getting off the bed. So I saw like the silhouette of like my 5 or 10 year old getting off the bed. I was assuming it must have been like my 5 year old because he always wakes up very early, and the first thing he always does is he like tries to go in the living room, or he tries to like go walk the dogs with his dad. And his dad wakes up early in the morning too to go do that. So anyway, I literally feel one of them get off the bed. I hear the babies walk. I hear one of my babies walk like behind the blanket out of my line of vision. I hear the door to my room open and then the door close. And like I heard like the baby go down the hallway. I literally hear the footsteps and everything. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's time for me to get up. And the reason for this is because my sons, they are extremely confident. If they think their dad's not too far away, they're the type of babies to go and try to go find him type thing. So I'm like, let me get up. It's my time to get up. Tell me how when I sit up, I look over to my left because all of my babies are sleeping on the inside of the bed. All 4 of them are knocked out. All of them are sleeping like in a deep sleep. Nobody was up. Nobody left the room. Everybody is still sleeping. So I'm like, there's no way. I literally just saw one of them climb off the bed. I heard my door open and close. I heard them walk down the hallway. Let me go check to see if they with their dad. So I go into the living room and their dad is just like cooking breakfast in the kitchen, doing his thing. Dogs are sleeping. Like and I'm just like looking and I'm like, wow, literally nobody left the room. Okay. And I just go back in the room. And at that point I was just like, I think I'm up for the day. Like, let's just start the day. So yeah, that is like my spooky story. It didn't scare me. I literally just thought, okay, one of the babies is going to the bathroom or they're trying to go walk the dog with their father. Like, I didn't think anything of it, but y'all let me know if y'all ever had an encounter like that. I mean, that's my first time ever having an encounter like with my babies. Like me think, well, not necessarily, y'all, because like I said, I have these things happen all the time, but this is the first time I literally felt one of them climb off the bed and leave the room, and they're literally all still laying with me. So anywho, y'all let me know if y'all ever had an encounter like that. Sharing is caring, so go ahead and comment down below if you did. If this resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I've been posting a little bit more, trying to be more consistent and communicate with my YouTube family. I love y'all so much. Sending you my deepest love and gratitude for you being here. Stay safe in these spiritual streets and boulevards. I look forward to connecting with you. We are divinely connected. Until next time, peace.